Hey guys, it's Karina with theScore, and this time I've got Sjokz here right here with me, and you just came back from IEM. So let me know, you had really little of time, and how has IEM been for you?
Well, I'm really tired. Our team, obviously, we came back. The final was on Sunday, so we flew back Monday night, and then Tuesday we were back in the office to prepare here. Actually, we were at home. We were working from home, so that's cool at least. Preparing for today's show, but it was amazing. It's always a really good experience. A fan experience, and I also think it was a good experience for some of our teams. Obviously, Fnatic making it to the semifinal, and OG sadly not doing as well, but lessons to be learned.
Well, I'm wondering, where you going there? I mean, of course, you have to be objective, but at the same time, were you a bit rooting like for European teams? What were your feelings?
Well, I have to be careful what I say here, but it is true that at international events, obviously, we're also always having a very close eye on the European teams because it's who we see playing every week. We see the guys here in the studio all the time, so it's natural that you feel a little bit more connected to them. However, it's not like, oh my God, it would be great if a European team won the World Championship, obviously. We're very objective in everything else we look at, and SKT was just the best, again.
Well, after the performances we have seen, do you think that the European teams can show up strong, for example, at MSI? Do we have like the potential?
Oh, I definitely think we have, and I think more so because obviously we didn't send our number 1, 2, and 3, or shared number 1 teams, H2K, Vitality, or G2 to Katowice because of the way the teams were sent there. And still Fnatic came out and made it all the way to the final and showed progression and growth. Whilst on the other hand, we have some highly strategic teams here like Vitality, like H2K, and like G2 now as they showed in the later game. So, I mean, if they're on the top of their game, I do believe they can do something at MSI and down the line at Worlds.
Well, it's also the split is coming to an end. I'm curious, what have been your thoughts about teams and players? Maybe someone surprised you or like outdone your expectations, or maybe someone didn't perform and you expected it?
First off, I'm very happy that we have the situation going on, which is not like we've seen it in the last couple of years. Like it was our Alliance winning the split, then it was SK Gaming number 1 for so many months, then it was Fnatic winning all the time. So I'm very happy that this time around we have Origin and Fnatic, semifinalists of Worlds, is a great storyline, who are kind of struggling to find their form because there's these 3 teams in H2K, Vitality, and G2 who are at the top and making their run for their money. And then there's the UOL in there as well. I think it's really interesting that we see a lot of different storylines and that we see some of the players coming from Challenger like Hybrid, like Perks on G2. I've been absolutely amazed with how they've done on the LCS stage and what they've done, honestly.
Were there any like disappointments or some expectations you had for a certain player or a team that they actually do better or do something differently than they are? Or like, for example, Unicorns changed like 4 junglers and stuff like this.
Yeah, I think a lot of us were taken aback by Unicorns of Love in the first weeks, and we were ready to say, hey, they're inconsistent and they haven't actually progressed that much in the entirety of the last 2 splits. And then they come out and they change junglers and they still put down early pressure. They have a more of a strategic game. I do think that in the long run, it is hard for them because for junglers, for resetting from the start and making new game plans and molding him into your own team, it can't be easy. So I hope for them that they get it in check by playoffs.
And another thing, I'm curious how it's been with the particular picks and bans. Were you surprised to see some picks this split? Because we've got like Zillion, we got just NASA's picked up by Vitality. Would you say there was like very interesting split in terms of picks and bans?
Oh yeah, I think it's been an interesting split for me overall, seeing the shift of power, but especially the amount of picks coming out in different compositions. And I think that is also a testament to some really good coaches and teams that are on top of their drafting. I think of a team like Vitality who had that Bard Zillion comp and crazy things like that. And I love to see that because sometimes it doesn't work out like Vitality did now with the Nessus. But I think it's important to make a statement that you're not afraid to do that. And it's super interesting for us to watch, obviously.
Is there any champion that they actually wait to come on stage or like some special personal favorite?
For me? Well, I love Leona, but she's not in the meta right now. So, and Lux did see some play, but no.
Okay. Well, thanks a lot. It was great to have you here. And thank you guys for watching. You can check out some more interviews at theScore eSports webpage.